There is a kind of man heaven longs for, not defined by position, fame, or eloquence, but by the posture of his heart before God. Heaven searches not for the mighty nor the noble, but for those whose souls are fully yielded to the Spirit. For it is written, "The eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong on behalf of those whose heart is perfect toward him." 2 Chronicles 16-9. Heaven is not impressed by talent or charisma, but by vessels that carry the burden of the kingdom, men who have died to self that Christ might live through them. Such a man may be hidden among the crowd, unnoticed by men, yet known in heaven. He is one whose desires were purified in surrender, whose will has bowed until only God's will remains. This is the spiritual man heaven's pattern for dominion on earth. He walks not by sight but by revelation, his life flowing from communion, not convenience. While others pray for blessings, he prays for alignment. While others seek power, he seeks presence. For he knows that where God abides, power flows naturally. Paul describes such a man. "He that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man." 1 Corinthians 2:15. To be spiritual is not to be strange, but to live under divine influence, so yielded that God's thoughts become yours, and his heartbeat your rhythm. For as it is written, to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Romans 8-6. A carnal man is moved by what he feels, a spiritual man by what God says. Heaven desires such men, for through them the kingdom finds expression. Moses was one. In the wilderness he turned aside to see the burning bush, and that turning changed a nation. David was one. In secret pastures he learned to worship, until heaven called him a man after my own heart. These were not perfect men, but yielded ones. Heaven has always done more with yielded vessels than with gifted ones. The question is not whether God can use you, but whether you will yield. Will you let him strip away confidence in the flesh? Will you let him teach you to love what he loves? For the man heaven desires is not built in comfort, but in consecration, refined in fire, pruned through obedience, strengthened in silence. Such a man becomes a voice for heaven, an ambassador of divine order in a confused world. Through him, God's wisdom flows into generations. He carries revival not as an event, but as a nature, for he has become one with the Spirit that birthed it. This is the man heaven desires, whose ambition is obedience, whose fame is faithfulness, whose reward is God himself. He may not be celebrated on earth, but in heaven his life is thunder. May your life become that altar. May your walk please the one who formed you. For creation still waits for the manifestation of such men, the sons who reveal the nature of their Father. Romans 8:19. If this message stirred you, subscribe to this YouTube channel, Yomi Inspired, for more stories that will awaken your faith and purpose.